way to our next product is a battery disconnect switch that we paid $29.48 for.
29 bucks, okay. Plain brown box, so nothing fancy.
Cool.
So you get a relay and a battery clamp, and then, oh, it has remotes too. That's pretty cool.
I mean, some of the parts are in there that are cool. You don't see a lot of parts like this provided with installation kits anymore. 250 amp relay. So the intentions of this thing is just a complete battery disconnect from the vehicle.
So it's an anti-theft system. Like, it's basically designed for anti-theft.
Idea is great. I don't feel like this is the weight of something that could handle 250 amps, because anybody in the industry that would take a look at this would definitely tell you from experience that it's going to fail sometime. And it could be at the most important time that you need the car to actually run.
One of the downsides is it's wireless only. It doesn't have any way to control it from any other source. If this thing dies, then your car is dead, essentially.
Would you install that on your truck?
Not this one, no. Not for 30 bucks.
I would actually do some type of starter kill, or now with PTS vehicles, some type of PTS interrupt. So this is very old technology.
You think anyone can benefit from this?
Honestly, no. I don't think that would benefit anybody.
Someone walks into your shop and they bring you this.
Yep.
What are you doing with it?
I'm giving them a different solution.
Okay. There's not much to the box, not much of the packaging.
So, keyless entry system already sounds cheap.
So it looks like the manual's right on top. It's only a page. This is it. The schematics are really small. Looks like some of the translation is a little bit rocky.
We got our control unit, with a little pigtail of a wire hanging out. Key fobs that it came with. It's interesting that they almost copied a VW key. I mean, that is kind of cool.
So it looks like they're using like a Volkswagen key knockoff. Interesting concept, because I don't know if this could actually be programmed to a Volkswagen or not. I don't know if it's got a chip in here. It hasn't been cut, obviously. It may not be able to be used as your regular key, so then you're just carrying an extra key fob for no reason.
Very old technology. Wires feel really thin underneath. It feels like it's all shielding, so that would make me nervous on the installation as well.
Who is this for?
Okay, so this is for a consumer that may try to do it themselves, or some type of automotive shop that does not know too much about the 12-volt industry. Because what I can tell you from experience is anytime that we've installed an inexpensive product for the consumer, it never worked anyway.
Wow, 17 bucks, huh?
Yeah.
The packaging looks like it's 17 bucks.
Installation instructions. Definitely need cheater glasses to read that.
One thing I do like is that the rear camera or interior camera can actually snap onto the front camera, which makes it all complete, compact in one little module. So that's kind of cool.
Looks like a copy of a different manufacturer that's out there. I mean, it definitely looks good, but the weight to it and everything else doesn't feel like it has a lot of quality to it. I don't know, there's some other cameras that are out there, including ours, so you can feel the density in it, knowing that we use a quality product.
The pro is that it's interior camera and the front camera all in one.
Cons.
Feels cheap, it feels inexpensive. You know, you want really good recording quality in your dash cameras, so I don't know that that's going to be this one.
One instance where you would recommend this camera, if any at all.
Maybe if you're using rental cars or you're hot swapping cars regularly, this could fit in a travel case pretty easily. You could take it with you, stick it on the window.
Who would you recommend this to? Like, who is this for?
I personally wouldn't recommend it to anybody. If somebody brought it in asking me to install it, I'm going to show them a different camera that I actually use.
Let's see what we got here. Feels kind of light.
Yeah, this thing's not even heavy enough to hold down a piece of paper. You could blow on it and the paper would blow away. That's concerning because it takes a lot of transistors and different components in these things to save electrical parts in the car. That way you don't burn things up in the vehicle.
They plug in okay, the leads plug in okay. They feel semi-tight.
The other thing too is, now that I open up these leads, is this feels really thin. So I would be scared that there is actually resistance already built up in this line.
So multimeter is important if you're an installer in the industry for testing and confirming verifying wires. However, the quality of the meter is a big deal if you want to do your job and do it well. This quality of the meter is probably not that great.
So you wouldn't pay $6 for one probably?
No. I like to tell my installers they're as good as their tools. So go ahead and invest in tools. So if it was between this and nothing, I would go with nothing and be running to the store to get something else. Let's see here. Nice case.
So the first thing that I noticed is the packaging. It's a nice travel case. It looks clean. So then when you open it up, it looks like you've got quite a bit of stuff in here. This is pretty nice, actually.
I like that they have the solder in here. I don't know if it's a great solder with flux built into it, but it would probably get the job done.
It does have a little deflated sponge here, which is great.
I don't need it.
Don't know what you're gonna do with this wire in there. This almost seems like it would melt on contact and just be gone.
So one thing you'll notice about the soldering iron, it plugs in, it's got a really small dial for the temperature setting. So we don't know how fast it heats up or how fast it cools down. And the temperature is important to know when you're soldering.
For $9, would it get the job done? Not on every job. And you need a tool that will get the job done on every vehicle that you're working on. And if somebody handed it to me and said, I got you a gift, it would be going in a drawer and sitting there just because I'm nice.